This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Tonight on The South Today, hundreds of students march down Castle Street with a message for the Otago University proctor. Staff at a Queenstown fish and chippy react to the outcome of the National Hospitality Awards. And a crowd gather in Dunedin's first church for the annual police remembrance service. Kia ora, good evening, I'm Holly Buchanan. Between 500 and 600 students and sympathisers marched to protest student rights this afternoon. The action is a reaction to Otago University proctor Dave Scott entering a flat and removing equipment thought to be used for smoking cannabis.
Cries of "Whose streets? Our streets" echoing around Otago University campus today, with nearly 600 students marching down Castle Street with a clear message for the university proctor. Delivering a proctor's code of conduct to Dave Scott, who came out of his office to address the crowd.
I hear you and I see you. I gave an apology on Tuesday and I'm happy to repeat that apology.
Yo! Let the man speak!
I've learnt from this era and I give an assurance that it won't be repeated. I thank you for raising this with me and I acknowledge your right to protest. Thanks very much.
Scott has admitted going into a student flat while the tenants were either sleeping or out and taking 3 smoking cannabis bongs. He repeated his apology from earlier in the week before the procession made its way to the University Clock Tower building, students hoping to voice their concerns to Vice-Chancellor Harleen Hayne. But Professor Hayne is out of town and instead the university issued a statement, which reads, "As always, the university strongly supports students' free speech and their right to peaceful protest. The university believes that the proctor's powers are already well defined by existing policy and by law, and that their scope is appropriate given his role in supporting all members of the university as a community. However, the Vice-Chancellor is looking forward to meeting with the current and incoming President of OUSA when she returns to Dunedin to discuss the students' concerns." Students say the protest is all about respect, privacy and the seizure of property.
I chose to come out today because I believe in human rights and I believe the proctor knowingly violated those rights by going round to the back of someone's flat multiple occasions.
Outraged that the proctor felt empowered to break the law.
I'm here today because I believe what the proctor did was wrong.
So I'm protesting today because I think the proctor did something that was really wrong and I think that he should be able to see that his actions were wrong and that he should see repercussions for his actions.
OUSA President Caitlin Borrow-Groom says she's pleased with the turnout and with the number of people watching the protest.
It was awesome. We had definitely 500 plus people and I think we've made a point. You know, students care about this issue.
Students are asking the proctor doesn't come into flats without asking except in emergency, and that he doesn't take property from student flats, and that he treats students as equals within the community. In Dunedin, The South Today.
And emergency services have attended a 2-car crash in the Glen which blocked South Road this afternoon, leaving 2 people with moderate injuries. Police say they were called to the collision just before 3 p.m. Diversions were in place in South Road at the Glen. A St John spokesperson says 2 people sustained moderate injuries and have been transported to Dunedin Hospital. And staff at a fish and chip restaurant chain are reeling with excitement after bagging 2 National Hospitality Awards. Eric's Fish and Chips in Queenstown has been recognised for its marketing strategy and popularity with takeaway lovers throughout the region.
It only opened its doors 2.5 years ago, but already Eric's Fish and Chips in Queenstown is receiving national recognition. It's won an award for excellence in marketing at this year's Hospitality New Zealand Awards in Queenstown.
We were so proud, just a little fish and chip business in Queenstown and Wanaka, and we won excellence in marketing for New Zealand Hospitality nationwide. That just put us on a great high and we were so happy.
And they weren't done there. The Eric's restaurant in Wanaka won the inaugural People's Choice Award.
We were just and I still am completely blown away and completely proud of my team. And I'd like to say thank you so much to all the people that voted for us and my wonderful staff who worked really hard.
Owner and General Manager Anna Arndt says her recipe for success is simple.
Just passion, drive and a wonderful team of staff and just dedication to our business.
The restaurant was Queenstown's only winner at the awards. In Queenstown, the South Today.
The Fortune Theatre's creditors will be paid 100% of what they're owed. The trust went into liquidation after it closed the theatre unexpectedly in late May. The Fortune Board of Trustees said at the time the theatre was no longer financially viable. A press release from Liquidator Insolvency Management Limited says the company has this week paid all creditors who lodged claims in full. It includes all external creditors, ticket holders and members. Before the liquidation, all staff had been paid their full entitlements, including termination pay. A Ralph Hautori painting left in the aftermath of the theatre's closure is headed to the Hocken Library. And a sizable crowd filled Dunedin's first church today for the annual Police Remembrance Service. Among those performing at the service were the Otago Boys and Otago Girls High School's kapahaka groups, as well as Dunedin's RSA choir.
The Colour Party carrying in the flag for Police Remembrance Day at Dunedin's first church. The annual event commemorates police who have died on duty and makes sure they're properly honoured and remembered, not just by the police, but by the communities they served.
I also extend a welcome to the family members of those who have passed away who are here today. You are and continue to be an important part of the police's extended family.
Inspector Craig Brown says the ceremony is like others that also celebrate fallen heroes.
Just as Anzac Day gives us an opportunity to remember our fallen soldiers, Remembrance Day gives the police family the opportunity to come together and pay tribute to police officers who have passed away, either in the line of duty, as serving members or as former members of police. This Remembrance Day also recognises our colleagues who were members of the police in Australia and Pacific Islands who were slain or died while performing their duty.
In a number of cases, the deaths are a result of criminal acts, while others are caused by crashes, accidents and drownings while attempting to save lives. This year's service also acknowledged those who died from disease 100 years ago.
This year we also mark 100 years since 14 police officers died after contracting influenza while performing their duties during the 1918 influenza epidemic.
This year marks the 29th year of Remembrance Day services being held by the New Zealand Police across the country. In Dunedin, for the South Today.
And still to come on the South Today, school pupils in Dunedin, including a group of former refugees from Syria, give performances to mark the end of term. And from flying umbrellas to larger-than-life balloons, airplay gets set to dazzle at Dunedin's Arts Festival.
Step into Shop on Carroll and discover a shop full of treasures. We have a fantastic range of vintage and retro clothes, upmarket clothing labels, collectible items, beautiful jewellery, quality linen and the best range of vintage haberdashery.
It's the Alex Campbell Menswear massive menswear liquidation. But don't panic, it's not ours. We've bought 2 Auckland stores and we've got up to 70% off.
Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits!
That's the Alex Campbell Menswear massive menswear liquidation.
The Green Island Medical Centre offers everything for your family's needs. Whether you are travelling or coming in to discuss health symptoms, our medical staff provide the best of care. We offer Manage My Health, making booking an appointment or requesting a repeat prescription a breeze. We welcome families like yours. Give us a call today, phone 03 488 2754.
Helping New Zealanders to do more. Talk to MTF today. Electrify NZ Dunedin sell quality European designed e-bikes with reliable componentry so that you too can wear the e-bike grin. Call in for your complimentary test ride today or book online. Find us at 249 Cumberland Street, phone 021 035 9820.
Step into Op Shop on St Andrew and discover a place with plenty of bargains for yourself, your friends and the whole family. We have new items arriving every day. Visit us for a fabulous range of economy and upmarket clothing, accessories, books, shoes and more. Shop with us and support your community.
Spring is here and it's time to get in the garden. Ready Lawn will take care of your lawn needs, making lawn care a snap. They will install the perfect lawn while you plant your favourite flowers and vegetables. Call Ready Lawn today so you can enjoy the coming season.
When it's time to say goodbye to your pet, Heaven Sent Pet Cremations are here to help you through this difficult experience. Call Heaven Sent Pet Cremations today for their care and guidance. Phone 489 2274.
Welcome back. Dunedin Lines company Aurora Energy is about to begin a $5.6 million project to replace underground cables. The company has announced work on a major upgrade to the underground electricity cables that power parts of central Dunedin. The project will involve installing 3 kilometres of new high voltage underground cables to take electricity from the Halfway Bush substation to its Smith Street substation. The project is expected to take about 10 months to complete and is scheduled to start in October. And Dunedin's Brockville Primary School have celebrated end of term with various groups of pupils performing musical items and kapa haka. Among the young performers was a group of former refugees from Syria.
Taking the stage at Brockville Primary School only a year or two after leaving war-torn Syria. This group of former refugees performing Mujura Galabi, meaning My Heart is Broken, a song chosen in memory of their homeland.
Because our heart is broken about our country because of the war that is in Syria.
The musical show also included a large kapa haka performance. The former Syrians say the country they left behind still has a positive place in their hearts.
No, Syria and here are both good, yeah.
And their strong command of English is partially due to their travels before they arrived in New Zealand.
I speak because I was at a school in Lebanon, and they had English, so they teach English.
The school's end-of-term show also included a presentation of thanks to local music teacher Hiliako Iaheto in Dunedin for the South Today.
And giant balloons, flying umbrellas and air sculptures are set to dominate Arts Festival Dunedin over the next couple of days. Airplay is described as a circus-style adventure about 2 siblings journeying through a surreal land of air, transforming the ordinary into the extraordinary.
Merging circus and street theatre with sculptural artistry, Airplay uses everything from giant balloons to air sculptures created by a circle of fans which make particular kinds of fabric and objects fly.
Wind is invisible, air is invisible, but it's such a part of our daily lives, and so to be able to see it come to life on stage is gorgeous.
The creation of husband and wife team Seth Bloom and Christina Jalsene, Airplay tells the story of 2 siblings journeying through a surreal land of air. It's been performed to thousands of people all over the world.
My favourite part about performing Airplay is that we do it without words, which means we can work for anyone around the world. We made the show specifically for all ages, so we can have 5-year-old kids, 105-year-old adults, parents. We have couples that can come out on a date together. It really reaches everybody.
And the atmosphere the audience creates has both a metaphorical and literal effect.
Actually, the body heat of the audience affects intensely what we're doing. So I had to find out how many people are in the house before we perform. Because if it's a lot of people, their body heat will change our sculpture so much that we have to change all of our, each fan is individually controlled, and we have to change our settings in order to compensate for the very body heat of the audience participating.
It's just one aspect of a very technical show currently touring New Zealand and has landed at the Regent Theatre.
Even in a sealed building, sometimes if it's blowing outside in a really strong direction, it'll actually affect what's happening with the air sculptures indoors.
Yeah. Okay.
So we gotta have to be prepared for everything.
What do you do?
Improvise.
Improvise.
Airplay is being performed over the next 2 nights as part of Arts Festival Dunedin, in Dunedin, the South today.
And after the break on the South today, former Highlanders coach Tony Brown gets set to take the reins of the Sunwolves rugby union team. And school pupils from Invercargill enjoy a well-deserved, colourful fun run to celebrate the end of term.
The Green Island Medical Centre offers everything for your family's needs. Whether you are travelling or coming in to discuss health symptoms, our medical staff provide the best of care. We offer Manage My Health, making booking an appointment or requesting a repeat prescription a breeze. We welcome families like yours. Give us a call today, phone 03 488 2754.
Step into Op Shop on St Andrew and discover a place with plenty of bargains for yourself, your friends and the whole family. We have new items arriving every day. Visit us for a fabulous range of economy and upmarket clothing, accessories, books, shoes and more. Shop with us and support your community.
Every Kiwi deserves a reliable garage door. Rely on Garrador to protect your important stuff. Just like Darren. His Garrador keeps his favourite ride in mint condition. We have a huge range at affordable prices. Visit our website for a free consultation. We stand behind every door.
For more than 50 years, Roslyn Mowers and Heating have been selling and servicing quality lawn mowers and outdoor power equipment. Bring your mower, chainsaw, garden equipment in for repair or service and you go in the draw to win a Husqvarna petrol line trimmer. See you in store soon.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life. Interior design in Mornington are the curtain and blind experts. The team can even advise you on outdoor products and will ensure that everything is perfect. For interior design with flair, call Active to book your free in-home consultation or call into the showroom in Mornington.
Motor Trade Finance proudly brings you Rural Delivery. A look at the places and faces behind New Zealand agriculture. Tuesday evenings 8:30, repeating Saturday morning at 8 and Sunday afternoons 4:30.
Welcome back. Tony Brown is set to become the 4th New Zealander to coach the Sunwolves after being named to replace Jamie Joseph. The former Highlanders coach will take charge of the struggling Super Rugby outfit after Joseph announced he was focusing on his role as coach of Japan's national team heading into next year's World Cup. Brown succeeded Joseph as coach of the Highlanders in 2017 and is the 4th former All Black to head the Sunwolves in 4 seasons. Brown is also an assistant to Joseph with the Japanese side. It was a colourful end to the school term for Fernworth Primary School in Invercargill today. The school celebrated a term of good behaviour with a colour run. Pupils couldn't escape the clouds of coloured chalk being thrown from all angles by teachers. Teacher Rebecca Watson says every time the pupils showed respect during the term, they were given a vote for their end-of-term reward, and the colour run was the winner by far. And now we'll look at what's happening in tomorrow's ODT. Welcome, Craig.
Hi. Yeah, look, we've got a story counting down to the cruise ship season, which gets underway on Monday. Seems to come around so quickly.
So soon.
Yeah, between Monday and April, when the last ship leaves, we'll have something like 250,000 visitors to the city. So it is big business for Dunedin.
Yes.
The Majestic Princess is the first to arrive, and it's the first time it's been to the city, but it's going to be here 13 times this season, and carries something like 3,500 passengers. So, yeah, the business local operators are pretty excited about it as well, employing some new staff, and it's always a nice buzz around the city to see them wandering around in pairs and groups, blocking the footpaths. We've also got a bit of an interesting court story as well about a man who put hand sanitizer in a workmate's drink bottle as a bit of a prank, but kind of backfired when his colleague had a really bad reaction, almost died.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, he spent 6 months only on liquid food and had to have a couple of throat scrapings as well to get back. So that sort of played out in court yesterday with the offender fined $10,000 and really given a bit of a rack up by the judge as well. And certainly the judge didn't describe it as a prank, thought it was pretty nasty. So yeah, weekend mix as well, plenty of reading in that for a Saturday. For the outdoors people, we've got a trip through the Waitaki Lakes by mountain bike, and it's becoming increasingly popular. And on the sports front, we've got, of course, Otago playing Auckland tonight in the NPC, so we'll have full coverage of that, and the All Blacks up against Argentina on Sunday morning. Again, we'll have a preview to that. But yeah, with daylight saving, remember to put your clock forward or you'll miss it.
Good reminder. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
And time now for a look at tomorrow's weather.
Tonight's weather proudly brought to you by Mole Map.
And tonight's southern view is of spring blossom on the verge of State Highway 1 near Dunedin's Queen's Gardens. Looking at the situation, a milder northwesterly airflow will increase tomorrow ahead of a cold front due tomorrow night. Fortunately, weather should clear on Sunday as the front moves away. Starting at the northwest of the South Island, Greymouth and Westport can expect some rain and a high of 14 degrees. Across to the northeast now, Nelson will be cloudy with 17 degrees. Blenheim also a flick of cloud, but a bit warmer with a high of 18 degrees. And to Canterbury, Kaikoura will be fine and clear with a high of 17. Christchurch will also bathe in sunshine with 18, and Ashburton a little cloud and 17 degrees. Looking at the southern towns, Balclutha, Catlins, Gore and Lumsden, you can all expect fresh nor'westers, some high clouds with rain later and highs of 14 degrees. Moving westwards now to the Central Lakes, Alexandra, Queenstown and Wanaka can expect freshening nor'westers followed by light rain and highs of 14 to 15. Te Anau can expect freshening northerlies, rain and a high of 13 degrees. Up to the north now, Omarama and Twizel, you're in for freshening nor'westers, late rain and a high of 14 and 16. In Oamaru, high cloud increases with 16 degrees, and Timaru is the pick of the bunch with 18 and just a skiff of high cloud. In Dunedin, we're looking at a fine night tonight with an overnight low of 6. Fine with high cloud lowering during the day tomorrow with moderate mild northerlies. Some rain developing from evening, and tomorrow's high will be 15 and a low of 9. Rain during the morning on Sunday, clearing in the afternoon. Skies remaining cloudy, light easterly winds and a high of 13 degrees. And in Invercargill, cloud increasing tonight with nor'westers developing and an overnight low of 7. Fresh gusty nor'westers tomorrow with periods of rain developing from early afternoon. Winds easing at night with rain easing to showers with a high of 14 and a low of 8. Showers clearing and sunny periods increasing during the day on Sunday with light variable winds and a high of 14 degrees. And that wraps up our news this Friday. For the latest news from the southern region, head online and follow us on Facebook, YouTube and at channel39.co.nz as well as odt.co.nz. Thanks for joining us. Have a safe and happy weekend. Good night.
This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.